All right. So, well, this is look at that. What a beautiful thing. I'm trying to get my camera angles right. Yeah. You can't change my mind. That's not my job. Okay. My job is basically to share the truth with you. The changing of your mind is basically going to have something to do with a willingness to know the truth. Do you want to know the truth? It's more than Morpheus showing you the door and you have to go through it. That's not even what this is. Most of us know we've been lied to on Epic Proportions, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so how are you going to know the truth when it smacks you right in the face? So you're going to say, oh, you can't change my mind. I get that from my wife, Joni. You're never going to change my mind. Well, with that attitude, Cupcake, you got that right. Do you want to know the truth? Yeah, my garage still needs cleaning up. It's bike week and I'm going live simulcast. So, yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? I wanted to go live right now and show you what it looks like at a sunrise. Listen to those birds. Right now the house is actually opened up. I opened up all the windows. There's high humidity. What's up with that? It's just what it does. I'm going to have to get going a little earlier in the morning if I'm going to do it like this. But here's the deal. I want the oxygen in the house, and then the air conditioner is going to drop that humidity out. I'm going to have a lot of ionized, oxygenated atmosphere in my house. I'm going to close my garage door so the neighbors aren't talking about my messy garage. Don't care about that. So here's the deal. I wanna share the truth with people that are looking to find out what's really going on in this world. Am I just the smartest guy in the room? No, I'm a guy that's actually born again. Born of God's Spirit. That lens flare on the YouTube broadcast I'm trying to get rid of. Let's see. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know of anybody else simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook. The artificial intelligence, the digital control system of this world is trying to put me in a bit of a timeout. PewDiePie has over 17 billion views, and he's picking on me personally. Why is that? Why is that? You can see it on my YouTube video of his. Actually, it's in my liked video playlist, and what I did in there is I like it and it puts it on my playlist. You can do the same too. I'm not just saying look at me, although right now look at me. I was going to go ahead and load up the car. I got a lot going on. I've got only 2 of the doors open. So what I'll end up doing on the Facebook, it's going to be reversed whenever I'm in the selfie mode. I want all that fresh oxygenated air in the car as well. I got a bunch of clothes and stuff. I've got a friend who likes a lot of what I say. I said, you know, my personal hygiene is impeccable. It is. I did it different today. Why does that matter? When I walked out and I could smell the fresh air, the fresh, clean, high oxygen, high humidity air. You know why? I flushed out my sinus passages with highly purified, carbon filtered, reverse osmosis, solar activated water. Does it matter? Yeah. I'm not bullhorning people, telling them to stop smoking cigarettes and drinking vodka and getting high and doing heroin. What I'm saying is, man, you know what? I thought I was born again until I actually was. Now that I do what Jesus created me to do, he gives me a passion, purpose, and an eternal perspective. I don't have a stupid name for a YouTube channel, PewDiePie. What does that even mean? Or Triggered Troll? What does that mean? Eternal perspective? What does that mean? Everybody's got a perspective. We're going to have one for eternity. How are you going to get that? Now on the YouTube, the orientation of the printing is right. This week, and on the Facebook, it's reversed. So let's do something a little bit different, because I see things a little bit different. Is that okay with you? Cool. Oh, you wanted to move on? That's okay too. You can't change my mind? Well, that's really not about me. Oh, let's put Dean in the view. He's creeping on me. Look at that. Figuring out how he can get those cords. I'm just going to flip it around and put him in the view. Hi, Dean. Oh, yeah, yeah. So what's on the stove? What's in your wallet? What's in your... This is what I'm going to end up scrubbing myself with. The cinnamon, baking soda, purified water mixture. Does it matter? Does it matter how we clean ourselves up? Does that matter? I think it does. Okay, there's the mirror, simulcast. Let's see, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? Okay, let's move it so we can see it. Now, right now, the YouTube broadcast of that should be reversed and the Facebook should be right. And Dean is all up checking out, what the heck is he doing today? Yeah. Oh, check this out.
So he got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel.
Yeah, that's out at the point in Cherry Grove. That'll be on tap when Joni rolls in, when she gets ready for her day. And the kiddies. Let's see. Dean is up, but yeah, I got a lot of different things going on here. Where do I want to go with all this? You can't change my mind. That's okay. Maybe not. I want to take the air out of the globe, reduce the sphere of influence. I remember a young man who was one of our foster sons. I was working like 50 some hours a week. We had to random drug test them. We didn't personally. We just had them supply a sample. Okay, this is when we were foster parents. I was working at a Christian ministry, and they're lying and I ain't buying. How are we going to know what's really going on? Hey, Dave, are you smoking or taking drugs? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, so what we did was had him pee in a container, and then I turned the container in. Oh, he was creative. Oh, yeah, I'm creative too. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm gonna mute this. So what I wanted to share with you is this is how it went down. Dave supplied the sample, and then in the wee hours of the morning, he took a brand new, unopened sample box that would get turned in, and he replaced it for the one that actually had his sample in it. I don't know that his had clean urine in it at the time. He could have maybe found some that he supplied. But here's the deal. He just changed the boxes so they might think, oh, those busy, overstressed parents just gave us the wrong box. I'm not sure. He might have had urine from somebody else in that kit. But anyway, here's the deal. People are changing their mind often. They want to be the ones to do it. I don't change somebody's mind. How does that even work? How does that even work where our mind is going to see things different? We're presented new information, and then what are we going to do with it? So when you hear a wind chime, I want you to think, how would that even work on a globe? It can't. Zero gravity. Is that even moving? I haven't touched it yet. It's a gorgeous sunrise right now. The spot where it's showing up is right across the backyard. In the winter, it comes up way over there. Huh, why is that? What's going on here? Wow, my system isn't running. Can you see the dripping water coming out of the... Yeah, you should be able to. What's going on with that? It's the moisture from the inside that has condensed, and then it thaws on the coil and comes out of the atmosphere. The heating, ventilating, and air conditioning system that's in this place right here is many, many years advanced from when air conditioners were a little box stuck in a window. How about that? Can you see it? Let's flip this show around. Let's see what it looks like now. I'm getting angry faces. What's up with that? I'm getting angry faces on my Facebook. Oh no, what am I gonna do? You can't change my mind? That's really not, I don't know what somebody's angry about. Let's see, bring them on the camera. Oh, there we go. How do I do it? Let's see, bring him on the camera. Bring George on the camera. Add, okay, there's George. Hi, George. Adding. Okay, yeah, I really don't know some of what I'm doing. What I want to do here is basically show the beauty and majesty of creation, and then give the creator of this world that we live in the credit for this. He helps me figure out ways to do that, and this is one of them. And then I'll broadcast the Bible live. This would have been absolutely spectacular to be on the beach to do that. However, then I wouldn't have had this perspective to show you that this is what it looks like here. Do we like it better at the beach? Well, let's go for a ride. I'm gonna lock and load, and that's what I'm gonna do. So here's my setup. This is what it's going in on my tripod right here. I'm all ready for it. But I got a tree in the way. Yeah, that's all good. It'll show up. I'm gonna shut my donut hole here for a minute and just go ahead and load this car. So in about 5 minutes from now, we'll be going down the road. I've got to close up windows and secure the property and get the stuff that I need to have with me. That'll all be happening. Let me adjust my YouTube video a little bit, my camera. Here we go. Yeah, it wouldn't be complete without the bubbles. Now I can make bubbles later, but here's the thing. They won't have the light spectrum and the air currents and all that that's going to happen here. What air currents? What's up with that? Yeah, not much air movement, except the air coming out of my donut hole here, right? Okay, Oh, that's dangerous, making bubbles in the road. Well, it would be out on the highway, not right here. I can hear a car coming from behind me when it happens. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, something ain't right. Something ain't right with that boy. Oh, I'll tell you it is. I'm actually born of God's Spirit. That's what's going on with this. So, bubbles are a whole lot less expensive than heroin, cocaine, alcohol, and the shattered lives that happen as a result of it, right? In this neighborhood, we've got parents raising their grandchildren because the parents decided they were going to take drugs and then they kill themselves or were murdered. Bummer. Some of those children have told me they remember the bubbles and that their mother died of cancer. I saw them at the rummage sale or the development-wide sale. I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't tell their children that their mother was found hanging by the ceiling fan with no means of support underneath her. And that happened in this neighborhood. Yeah, does this look like that kind of neighborhood? No. There will be golf carts driving around, manicured lawns, friendly people, dog walkers, and yet stuff happens. Oh yeah, how about that? Yeah, I was gonna take a walk. I will. You can't change my mind. I've got it made up, baby. Gravity, PewDiePie, this is for you. Let's flip this around. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. How do I? Okay, so I've got to put myself in the shot. I just look ahead. Where am I? Right? Okay. If I can't feel the gravity, then it ain't real. And he says, it's science based on me. No, science is real, or is it science fiction? What's really going on? They're lying, I ain't buying. How about that? Who are they? Satan? Well, yeah. However, Satan will use who and what he can. God uses it all. The God that created this world uses everything, work together for his ultimate purpose. They refuse, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. The elect will not be deceived. I'm one of them. I will not be deceived. Ultimately, am I so smart? No. I thought I was born again until I actually was. What you're looking at and listening to is a changed life, a little kinetic energy. I'm throwing a bubble behind me. You're looking at almost no air current. Gravity, as we're told by the official liars, is a deception to cause simpletons to basically believe the lie that stuff can stick to a spinning ball. Are they simpletons? No, they're just deceived. They may have a sheepskin, they call it, with academic credentials that would cause them to be the experts. The expert deceivers. Yeah. What's my credential? Well, I'm born again, born of God's Spirit. Sometimes I go live just to see what I believe God wants to say to you through me. That's part of how this works out. Look at the hang time on this bubble right here. Look at that. I went out on Main Street in North Myrtle Beach last night. A little bit of a treat for the college students that come from all over. Oh yeah. Yeah, they come from all over. and then they get to meet me. We got the first bike week that had a chance to encounter a little bit of me. I've got some of, and hopefully Jesus. That's the idea of this. It isn't look at me. I'm wanting to say, look at Jesus, look at the person that he is, look at what happened to him. The religious leaders had him crucified for outing them on their religious Ponzi scheme. How about the Catholic Church? Not a Catholic. I'm not a religious phony. I'm not asking for money. All I'm simply doing is exposing the truth, the way, the truth, and the life, Jesus. And when I expose the truth, the deception is self-evident. Or is it? Self-evident? Well, not technically speaking. See, now I can see more of what's happening on the view and how that looks. The other view I had turned around, I can't do that. So let's flip it around. I like that. I like that view. But I'm not getting the view that I want there. That's a little bit better. Nice symmetry. Standing on a road. I need more bubbles. Got to have more bubbles. People say, where are the bubbles? We miss the bubbles. I see golfers. Look at that one back there. I see people playing in the bubbles, smiling, laughing, saying they like them. Yeah. Some people don't like anything, right? We see them. They're a little grumpy. They need a little more fiber in their diet. Kind of fiber that I have is the fiber, the cleansing of the living word, the living water in my life, new life in Christ. Now I hear an engine starting. It's Jose's wife, just about to leave the driveway. In a little bit, we're going to have school buses showing up, so I'm just going to get on the driveway here, and I'll give us a different perspective. Okay. I don't need to show the cars. I got this big oak bush in front. Let's see what we can give you to look at here. Friendly people, brother and sister in Christ there. Okay, so that's pretty nice. That's okay, but I got the running of the air conditioner. How about the backyard? How about I just take 5 minutes and load this show up and head on down the road? How about that? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be a couple minutes. Is that fascinating or what? See, I can't make those bubbles out there. Well, I could make different bubbles, but the airflow is going to be different here. Yeah, there's a couple other things I wanted to cover. Okay. And I remembered I said I was going to load up and go. Load and go. I'll take us out there, promise. Here's the thing. We all have a perspective. I'm wanting to be a catalyst for consideration for an eternal perspective, one that's going to be based on a reality that you will be able to enjoy. Yeah. I'm just not getting the view I want, but I got that big garage in the way. Okay, so here's a bubble on the ground. Let me flip that around. I've had them freeze up, actually freeze on the lawn. So I can't see what you're seeing unless I flip the cameras around. And I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I understand the orientation is a little bit off. The view is a little bit different. Let me just try and keep that. And so where I move this will basically give us the different reflections. So here I am right there in the bubble. Okay, but I can't get that reflection as much from over here, right? So here we've got a reflection and the shadow. Does it matter? Well, as water reflects a man's face, God's word reflects the man. I just hit that. Uh-oh. Well, let's see, which one of these actually went away? Oh, we've got a problem on the set. Yeah, I'm okay. Mostly okay. What happened was my my tripod kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulty. Let's try and set that up. Yeah, it's not like the head swiveled on the tripod. This is the setup. It loosened up. So yeah, I am actually gonna go and get this setup done. On the top camera, I've got a little condensation visible. I can see it on the view. That angle is a little bit better. Okay, it's hurry up offense right now. I'll be back and take us out there in a few minutes. Okay, so it's rather pretty. I still have some live viewers. That's awesome. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, so I'm flipping this around, and I'm going to take us inside and show you a little something in there. You know what? I can't show you on my with the tripod. It doesn't pan down like that. Joni's sleeping right in that bedroom there. Yeah, that works for us. I just turned the ceiling fan on. Let's see what happens. I've got a lens flare on the YouTube. Better? Yeah. Yeah, Dean is talking. So here's how I'm going to use the microwave today. That's a good way to use the microwave. It just puts it in a place that gives me a little rotation. Can't turn it on though, or I'll a couple of things. And I might have to move the camera to show you. Yep, I'm going to need to, because I want to do this in the sink. It just works better there. Yeah, how do I do this? How's the camera angle? It's hard to get the shot that I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not the cleanest view. Let's flip this around. I think that's probably better. Oh, okay, so that's cinnamon water. And these are my vinegar bottles. I repurpose them so that I'll be able to go ahead and put the purified water in them and put them in the sun. I could use extra hands to do this, but this is what I got. So the water will seek its level. And, you know, they didn't have this type of arrangement when we were growing up. This is all newer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dean likes to get around. So here's my funnel. And I'll show you a couple of things with that. I've got the big jug. Here's where I'm going. Noah's flood, the windows of heaven, floodgates of heaven. Okay. See what'll happen, and I think maybe I can do it by using my finger loop on this. Let's see. Okay. I'm not able to pull the shot off. Here's what happens. You can test this out on your own if you like, wherever you are. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to describe what happens. The flow of water through the funnel will have air pushing back out through the funnel. When I lift the funnel up, the air escapes around the perimeter and allows the water to free flow speed. What kind of a market application does that have? Well, I'll tell you. You can actually, what am I doing here? Okay, here's what I'm doing here. A fuel transport vehicle, they find ways to make money fast, right? Fuel transport, as in gas stations, 500 gallons of flow per minute when the vapor that used to get pumped out into the neighborhood gets put back in the tank and actually helps create almost zero resistance on the fuel transfer. I talked to the guy. I talk to people and listen to what they have to say. It's not just talking to them. It's knowing the right question to ask them. What's the GPM flow rate of your transport when you're dropping fuel? So I'm out blowing bubbles and he thinks, oh, there's a lunatic. I just want to know. I want to know what the answer is to that. So that's what I did. So I want to fill up a bunch of bottles quick. How am I going to do it? Well, I've got to go ahead and look for the camera angle, and let's see. Yeah, that'll be okay. That will do. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. I'm not happy with it. Not happy with that. Okay, so maybe I can do it like this. I can do it without a funnel. And now there's no funnel interfering. The flow is really fast. The air is flowing out around the stream. So all I did was remove the funnel from the equation, and Dean is checking everything out. One more bottle, and Dean. So now my jug is not half full. It's that was really fast, by the way. That's how much water is in there now. Water seeking its level. None of this makes any sense. And then the water in there will be flat. Undisturbed water is flat and level. PewDiePie says, none of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. Oh yeah, it does. Let's go ahead and fill that up with highly purified carbon filtered reverse osmosis water. I met the guys who designed this system in California, this technology. It's biomimicry. A seabird can drink like a seagull, a flying sea rat. Oh no, they're the iconic sound of the ocean. You hear a seagull, and remember this, they can drink salt water way out in the ocean. And then they've got a semi-permeable membrane, which allows the molecules of water to pass through, nourish their body, hydrate their body, and then they spit up the salt brine. It's a beautiful thing. Water seeking its level? None of this makes any sense, right? Dean, none of this makes any sense, does it? Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Cats are really curious. I used to not like cats. I love these guys. Dean. He's absolutely adorable. Great companions. Now this has almost filled up, and when the ambient temperature outside is warmer, warmer water flows through the membrane than when it's cooler. It's continuously cleaning. This right here is the pressure tank that allows about 20 gallons of water to be made a day. On this particular model, I'm not selling them, by the way. I'm not selling anything, giving it away. Uh-oh, Dean likes to chew on things. He's chewing on that right there. Yep, look at him. He's our troublemaker boy. Come on, Dean. So I got to change his mind. He's like a little boy. Okay, the water jug's almost full. And I already filled it up once today. Yeah, earlier. So we're going to be on our way. That's the container I put the cinnamon baking soda gloves in. I'm going to take us for a little bit of a view here of the sink. Obviously, I can't be using both hands concurrently while I'm holding the camera, but I want to get these out in the sunshine, which I will. Grab my lens pen. This is my kit with all my stuff. How can I move a lot more stuff quickly? Well, I've got a, it's not a man purse. How much clanging together could those handle and not shatter? Not much. Yeah, where's the film crew? Yeah, no film crew. No film. It's all digital. Alrighty. School bus will be here soon. I see a parent waiting and waving, wondering what in the heck is going on here. Okay. Water seeking its level. I added the container. We can see the reflection of me waving to you in that. Okay, there we go. But wait, there's more. There's a whole lot more. I don't need all this with me. How about one with me, a couple coffees, and my super nutrient food? That'll work. See, if I set my battery on the car, you know what's going to happen with this? It'll mess it up. It'll mess up the battery. What's that? Well, it's right there. So there's a few ways I could do this. One of them is I can just flip the camera around and show you part of my setup. I got a bunch of water on the windows, right? See it all? All the condensation from last night. Well, there's a few options. Okay, I could squeegee the whole car off. I could squeegee the windshield off. Oh wow, there's a bunch of condensation in there. How'd that happen? All my windows open, right? Yeah, how am I gonna fix that? Well, look at that. Temperature differential condensations being placed in the condenser in the air conditioning system, and water seeking its level. This is all everyday stuff. I know it's really obvious, right? Well, good. Good for you. Good to notice how obvious it is that this water isn't flying off into space. It's just seeking its level. How about that? Good morning, Chuck. Let's see if I can make a rainbow. Yeah, you know, it's actually really fun being me. Okay, right in here is the temperature differential of the strips warming up the glass, causing that condensation to go away too. But wait, there's more. There's a lot more. there's other ways to get the water off of the car once I do this. And I'm about to show you. That was underneath that board. The neighbor down the way has a $350 curb thing. This I found underneath the pier out at the Coastal Preserve. It's part of my live broadcast, and it's sentimental. Yeah, a sentimental board. That's all good. So here's what I'm going to show you. So the squeegee works really good. I'm going to whip that out. Really clean. And the steel has a benefit too. I can get the water out of here. How much airflow is going to get back here? Not so much. They didn't have these when I was a kid, right? Okay, I intentionally targeted the hard to get spots where the water wouldn't get out of good. Ah, look at the sunrise. It's going to look really pretty on the roof of the car. I'm going to have Eternal Perspective car magnets going on here later this week for Bike Week. It's not only cleaning the car, it poises me in a place to wave at when people come this way and this way. Conservatively, 500 cars travel through this zone a day. When I'm cleaning my car, I'm waving. People actually come over and talk to me. They're not afraid of me. Maybe some are, I don't know. Some of them practice the look away method. I watch them coming as I'm doing my routine, and they'll look that way when they get into the hot spot right here. And then other people are coming this way and actually waving at me first. They'll give me the first wave. Friendly people. So this is what they see from that angle. They see a guy that's got a lot of energy to share a message that changes lives, sets captives free. I hope you don't have a problem with that. Not because it'll hurt my feelings, it would be a sad state of perspective for you to hold. Okay, look good enough? How about this? That's how fast it is. These are, you know, you can get them at Walmart for about $7. Am I done? Well, let's finish it up. So I do believe I've got enough battery charge in that to get the job done. So my temperature is a little too cool. Okay, so now what? How do we get rid of that? Well, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to make it hot and it'll go away. If the ambient temperature inside and outside is the same, well, that'll all work a bit different. I think what I might do is try and rig this up so I maybe rest my arm. So I rest my arm on the armrest and then can pan around. The other thing that I can do is put the I can put them on the dash mount, right, or the windshield mount. It's a mobile broadcast studio. That's what this is, and more. I mean, I can take the lens of this camera. If I had the money to drive to Canada for the Flat Earth Conference, I would go. I don't rating. I'm going to pay all of it off before I pay a penny interest according to my projected payout times. I did default, run up a bunch of cards and default on them. Not happy with how I did that. That was the drug addict that did that. That's not the me that I am today. I don't do that kind of thing today. I was able to actually get my replacement P900 with zero interest credit. Why does that matter? Well, see, I'm not asking for people to fund me. GoFundMe? No, I don't have a GoFundMe. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not saying any of that's wrong. I'm just not doing any of that right now. What I am doing is basically sharing God's word to the ends of the earth around the clock and not asking you for money. Kind of cool, I think. I believe that's amazing to be able to do that. I am actually going to put these up here because it allows me to not have to really be thinking about that when I'm driving. I am operating heavy equipment. There are a lot of motorcyclists around. I wouldn't want to hit any of them. Okay, so my system is all set. Now what happens when I flip it around? Well, I want the view to be pretty decent, so I'll set that here, and it's kind of tough to not see. I've got one of the suction cups in the view. I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna be okay with that. Oh, what do we have here? So I want to go over another dynamic before I drive. What will I give you for a view? Let's see. I'm actually going to pull out on the road. It'll change the lighting a bit. See, now going out the driveway is a lot easier with that board in there. I could fill it with water, but the water will seek its level, evaporate, go away. A board is going to stay there. It's a structure. Now I'm going to flip this around so you can see a gorgeous sunrise still happening. And now I'm going to flip it around. See, there's this water will end up, of course, go right into my body and purify, and it's going to carry away toxins because it's a very aggressive water. And then it's going to deliver nutrients to my body. So think of a bubble level like is on my window ledge. The bubble doesn't move. I'm not a half a bubble off center. I'm not a few digits short of a full equation. 8 inches per mile square can't be found in this world. That's the supposed spherical trigonometry, or that's the projected spherical trigonometry to prove or disprove the curvature of the supposed globe at 25,000 miles in circumference. The water, undisturbed, unmanipulated. PewDiePie is saying transmutic, fuse it, some kind of weird thing. This water right now is being manipulated. Well, it is somewhat. I'm manipulating it right now by moving it. Okay. Could I drink it upside down? Yeah. I'm not mad at PewDiePie. I'll make fun of him. I don't know that he'll see my stuff. I send it to him privately because it's not going to be on his post. I'm half a battery short of a full charge with this one. I've got 3 more. I could go for days, and actually I could just keep it going because I would be charging right now as I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm charging up. That's part of what's going on here. So let's go to the beach. Yeah, and now I'm set for the speed limit. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Alrighty then. See, a nice clean hood gives us a reflection that's beautiful. You'll be able to see through a nice clean windshield. A lot of people locally here will wave at me. I wave at them and they wave back at me. It's all pretty cool. It's 6:44 Eastern Standard Time on the coast of South Carolina, or approaching the coast of South Carolina. This is Long's right here. The building on the right is the building that I showed where concrete seeks its level, and the construction guys aren't there yet. They will be. The Porta unit is now moved inside the fence. The water in front, she's the level. Look at the symmetry of the fence. But it's a black fence, so it doesn't show up real good, unlike the white picket fences. I'm not going to put my tires in the muddy water right now because it'll fly out. So what I'm going to do is a Y-turn right here and show you the reflections in the water. Pull up a little bit. The different color spectrums in there, the job center, the job box, the climate controlled, right there. That one and that one. That's a climate controlled office they'll put on a job site. I know what I'm talking about. I've got just a pretty big palette of words and observations that I can draw from and explain to you. And part of what it is meant to do when I explain some of this is to let you know that I'm very aware of what's going on. I'm going to come to complete stops and go the speed limit. I just like to get going kind of quick. And that's all good. It's not illegal to do that. Beautiful sky, isn't it? It's going to be gorgeous out there. See, there's so much that I would like to capture. And I've had people say, you know, I got a P900 because of you and the photos that you share. Cool. Good. I want to raise up a group of people that are wanting to expose the truth. Okay, the first bike week ended. The next bike week is beginning. We've got a lot of bikes around, and baby, we are policed up. Okay, a lot of police all over. Not paranoid. Glad to have them. What comes with some of the bikers? a big smile and friendly persona, wonderful people. I love that. What comes with some of the other bikers? Well, maybe a little more than we care to have. Maybe an undesirable influence. Oh, not good. There we go. On the right side of the view right now, you can't see it, maybe you could back it up, is the Bible.com flag. In this 2 weeks, in this month, conservatively speaking, 300,000 vehicles will go through that intersection, and some of them are going to see the Bible.com and go there. Hopefully some of them are actually born again after they connect with that. What really needs to happen is people need to connect with Jesus. So the temperature is 71 outside. I'm going to set the temperature for 71 inside. I got a little water. I can't go out there with my squeegee and get it off. Or can I? Well, these are electrically operated squeegees that I can activate with an electrical switch, like I just did. In the middle of the view, you can't see it yet, or maybe you can, is the water tower up there. A lot of water towers, a lot of water seeking its level. They pump it up and drain it out. We drain it out when we take a shower, bath, flush a toilet, wash our hands, all of that, right? It's water seeking its level. It's not rocket science, it's real science. The rocket program, the space program, is largely smoke and mirrors to give people a false reality. I want a real science. PewDiePie is saying real science based, or science based on myself. Well, part of it is true. I want people to really take a look at and evaluate how things actually work. How does this actually work? There's the water tower. Both audiences can see a concave mirror on the right there. The front of the building, it's a big mirror with that's concave. Okay? We're about ready to step it up to 45. 10 over in that hospital zone is about a $300 fine. I don't have an extra $300. $300 would get me to the Flat Earth Convention in Canada, fuel-wise, one way, with this car. Coming up on the Intracoastal Waterway, I got a bridge that's going to carry me over. Millions and millions of dollars of a bridge. This view is a turn bridge. It's a bridge that is made out of steel and rotates to allow boats to go through. A lot of traffic needs to stop and wait, and it's a different elevation. This is taking us up over 100 feet above the Intracoastal Waterway, and yeah, it's beautiful. I'll just keep it right like this. Sometimes I pan the camera. I'm just going to leave it like that. The water is flat. Undisturbed, unmanipulated water is flat. That's how it works. That's the real world. Oh, I got somebody tailgating me. I'm going the speed limit. Oh well. They're going to have to deal with that. Now you get to see who they are. Oh, they've got a Yukon. Oh, a Yukon, baby. They're looking for a $300 ticket. Oh well. Doesn't affect my attitude. I'm not even upset with them. Why would I be? They're the ones doing what they're doing. See, and that's part of the deal here with all of this, is I just do what I believe Jesus created me to do, and I realize there are people really in a hurry. They're really important people that have to break the speed limit to get where they're going faster, because they're really important people. They got to speed around. I'll set the cruise control, go the speed, enjoy the ride. Yeah, how about that? Are you enjoying the ride? That's part of the thing about life, is that it's by God's grace that I can enjoy the ride. Now this is a scooter on the left view. I know that's John. His little daughter was the young lady that was molested by the man who's now incarcerated, his stepfather. It's a tragedy. I actually talked to that man, shared Jesus with him. He tried to show me how we live on a globe because of Isaiah 40:22, as he is reeking of vodka. Okay, his stepdad drives a scooter like that because he was a drunk. He's probably not getting much alcohol in J. Reuben Long. Rick Conway is his name. You can look at his mugshot if you want. He's just doing what an unregenerate alcoholic man did. Not all alcoholics are child molesters. He was. He's probably not molesting any children now, right? You're probably going to beat him up there, maybe even kill him. A lot of child molesters are incarcerated, and a lot of incarcerated people were molested, and they beat up and sometimes kill their people that do that kind of thing. The flashing sign I tried to show you on the right side of the view was the sign showing you that I was going the speed limit. We have laws. We have laws of conduct. There's a code of conduct, and then there's laws and enforcement. And the reason why I'm segueing the breaking the speed limit or obeying the speed limit and child molestation is they're both wrong. They have a different consequence. I'm not going to pay the consequence of violating either of those. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a child molester. I'm none of that. I'm a child of God, born again, and I'm exposing the truth. Why would I even say that? Well, when I would be blowing bubbles, there were some drunks that were thinking, oh, you're trying to attract children. I'm trying to put smiles on people's face and show the beauty of just the simplicity and joy of life. Okay? Just because some people think I would be a child molester because I'm an adult man blowing bubbles and I don't have my own children right there, you're going to have to deal with that bizarre view of things. And what will I do with it? Well, I'm just going to keep on rolling. I'll just keep on rolling and doing what I do. Now, later on today, oh, dude, here it is. Okay, you can't see that from here. I'm going to grab them. If I've got a plastic bag, I might want to put them in there. I do have a plastic bag. I'm looking for one that I can give away, though. I'll tell you what's on the pole are the white gloves that aren't so white, and they belong to the person who pumps the porta units. Why do you think I'd want to put those in a bag? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Now that is this right here. That's at least like a $20 pair of gloves. I bought a lot of gloves. These are nice. This Ziploc bag, it's probably about 50, closer to 25 cents. It's a 2-gallon hefty with a Ziploc, and it's pressurized. See that? We know it's pressurized. Can I release the pressure? Yeah. I can do that. That's how good the seal is. With heavy, with expensive electronics, you think I want to make sure that I have a way to protect my equipment? Oh yeah. Did you see how I picked that up without touching it? Quickly, I didn't have to think about it very long. Yeah. It's fun being me. I'll find these guys. Liquid Money. I could call them right now and say, hey, I got your gloves. Or I could go right over to the Coastal Preserve. Maybe that's where he is. I don't know. I'm going straight down Sea Mountain Highway. Okay, so let's see. I want to show you my acceleration time, my reaction time. Kind of fun being me. I'm in a hurry to get his gloves back. It's an 8-cylinder. The reason it spun like that is because a little bit of sand there. And that little bit of sand on a motorcycle tire, well, that can get kind of complicated. I know what it's like to do two-wheel drifting on a motorcycle on the Ortega Highway in California, going out to Palm Springs on a cafe racer. It's pretty scary. I thought I was gonna die. I was racing another guy on some kind of a Yamaha VMAX thing, and it was a trip. I was riding a little bit over my head. There's the water tower on the upper left. So on the left side of the road, I'm coming down here and I see squad cars and detective cars all around Rick's house. The molester I was talking about earlier. I hope it was unwarranted and a false accusation. I think that's unlikely. I think it's unlikely. It doesn't mean that an alcoholic Globe believer is necessarily going to be a child molester. It's just that a deceived individual quite often is deceived in a lot of areas. Here's where he used to live on the left. The lady on the right, I just didn't want to get too close to her. I like to give pedestrians extra room. Liquid Money isn't there at the Coastal Preserve. a lot of times he'll roll up around 7:30, so I'm going to follow his trail on back. This is the area where he might be today. I'll find him. I can call him later. Right now there's nobody following me. That's what low tide looks like. Okay, right here. That dirt will all be covered up. That reflection of the Prince Resort, well, that's just what it is. It's a beautiful thing. Here comes law enforcement. Of course, they recognize the Bible.com car. Why not? It's not like there's a whole fleet of them driving around. To my knowledge, there's only one, and I'm the guy. One of my fisherman friends. Okay, so I'm gonna pop out right here. Wow. The Lexus is seeking its level. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put my shoes on here, and this is an authorized spot. I can like park here, it's not a problem. And these are my Watercross shoes. They had holes in the bottom. I didn't like that. I put shoe goo in them, and the water still drains out. It's all good. And so I can walk through a puddle. They're the lightest shoe I ever had. My lights were on. Until I open the door, the lights don't go off. I don't want to draw on my system. I've got to draw on my system. Some people get rid of a car because of that. I just have a portable jump pack and a battery charger at home. It might be that my alternator isn't sufficiently charging the draw that I'm using. It's a very powerful battery. It's about a $180 battery. I'm going to hopefully have them warranty out. I'm putting the good shoes on because I'm going out. I'm going out. It'd be too hard and take too long to get from the coastal preserve to where I want to show you what I want to show you here. That's all. That's all it is. And when the liquid money truck drives by, well, I'll know where to find them. I'll be able to see them. I can see eagles from miles away. Am I bragging? It's the way God made me. I don't wear glasses anymore. I don't need glasses. If I need to read the label on a bottle, I can get a magnifying glass because that's what I'm going to need. And I've got a magnifying lens, a little plastic magnifier in my wallet. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't need to wear glasses because when I have a wallet that has a magnifier in it, it's just a practical way to keep these eyes working the way that I want them to work. I want to be able to see an eagle from miles away. I don't want to modify my perspective to have a myopic view or a distorted view of reality. When I need to enhance it, I'm good to go. Okay. Oh, what would be a nice thing to put in this bag? How about this? I'll tell you what would be nice. How about the Eternal Perspective card and my business card? They might see it a little bit different. I pay attention. I notice a lot of detail in life. Good for me. Good for you. I want to point it out as well. So in the bag, what's in the bag? Well, now here's another bag. Okay. How about this? I can put a bag in a bag. I got an extra penny to do that. This is a snack bag that can hold business cards. I'm at the beach a lot, so what I can do is have a pocket of cards or a bag of cards that won't get wet. when a wave comes in and takes a pocket of business cards and soaks them, that's a bummer. The guy that knows why he would be glad that these are in a bag probably washes his hands, can do that, and there we go. There's the card. Why the detail? I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't know I would be doing that. And now I can bring his gloves to him. I need a little more coffee. Okay, once again, the illustration. Up here, the neck is warm. On this one, the whole cylinder is warm because the vacuum broke. The firmament creates an atmosphere, a separation from the waters above, from the waters below. The waters below are the ocean. The firmament is more than an expanse with clouds in it. It's a hard structure that separates the water that's up there from down here, like the windshield, like a molten glass, like a hard structure. Man, all this yapping, I need some coffee. I don't have any live Facebook viewers. What's up with that? Can somebody let me know if my Facebook is on? I see I've got 3 YouTube viewers. I don't know who you are. That's okay. However, on Facebook, if somebody can jump over there and let me know that it's actually broadcasting, that'd be cool. So, what do I want to do? I'm going to take the moment and transfer. In about a half an hour, it'll be ready. Uh-oh, my signal's glitching. And if I had to, this is a good urinal. If I needed to use it as that, I have. And it's stainless steel, so I can clean it out. It's not illegal to use this to transfer liquid from my body to an appropriate receptacle. When I'm out on the beach, I need to get creative. Sharks like urine. You should know that if you're at the beach. No peeing in the ocean at eating time, feeding time. Now what I would like is a little bit of water to wash it down. Oh, okay. Thanks so much for the notification on the live. Why do it? YouTube and Facebook? Well, Facebook or YouTube is outlawed from what I was told in Pakistan. So when I broadcast the Bible live on Facebook, they can hear it. They can see it. I'm not all about me. I'm all about sharing God's word to the ends of the earth around the clock. That's what this is all about anyway. A little monofilament line. Huh. You know what? If I put this in my car and dispose of it appropriately, it's not going to get oh, cement truck. It's not going to get tangled on a seagull. Okay, I'll just throw that away. I don't often pick up trash when I'm doing photography and videography. However, sometimes I will. Because I don't want to get my hands all dirty. I'm trying to get a uniform view of the cameras. The yellow line kind of helps with that. And the horizon. Notice any similarity there? The yellow line, the railing, the horizon, tipping it all the way down. Okay, so what could I add to the equation? How about a little magnification? How would that be? Ah, look at what I have here. A fully charged Nikon P900 with a clean, relatively clean screen. I'm going to make sure it is really clean. This little bit of, this little towel right here will make it crystal clean, should. I don't want any impairment when I'm holding it up to the screen. Huh, what do we got there? Well, that's a little condensation. Now my lens pen works good. However, this has more ability to absorb moisture better. The temperature is going to need to stabilize a little bit more. Oh, we can see me in the reflection. Now we can see the sun. Let's move that around a little bit. That, I believe, is how I got the eagle to look at me, that flash right there. I can't do it the same for both cameras or both audiences, because that moving of the lens, that little bit, I'm swapping back and forth. Even though you can both see the both viewers, let's do this. Well, if I move it that way, you won't see it. Both audiences can see the camera. The YouTube audience, I'm going to try and show you the flash. There it is. It's flashing now. Now I'm going to make that happen for the Facebook audience. Try to. There it is. What does that have to do with anything? Well, it all depends. If you're a sniper and somebody's got a Barrett 50 caliber bearing down on you, you would want to see that reflection, or have them see no reflection on you, right? Could I use a Barrett 50K caliber, 50C? Yeah, I'm an excellent marksman. I can use weapons. This is my favorite weapon of mass instruction. So where do I want to be? No cars coming. This spot right here looks pretty good. I'm going to set up right here for a moment. There's my car. Okay. The clouds up there and the light shooting through are right there. This is not cloth. This is a fabric that has concrete in it. And then they spray water on it, I would believe. I believe it's flexible until activated with water. We've got clamshells. What do you think would happen if I took these feet without shoes on and started walking down there? They would get cut to ribbons. I would have an infection that would last a long time. Those clams are still underwater. Not those clams. Clams like those are under the water right there. See them? How about a few feet further out? You can't see them because of the reflection of the water. A friendly school bus driver waving at me. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not anti-school. I'm just saying, hey, I want to help share the truth to those people, the children. A bird coming in, looks like a crane blended in with the clamshells. I can barely see them with my naked eye, let alone through the camera. That sand that caused my, there he comes, right there. Now we can see him really good with the backdrop, the reflection. Could I shoot him? Absolutely. I should have. I see right where he's landing. I'm gonna show him to you. I'm zooming in and I'll take the, here comes the liquid money guy. And I'm on a mission to get him his gloves back. How about that? Am I clairvoyant? No. Am I telepathic? No. Am I just realizing that he's on his way to pump the unit over there? Do I need to race over there? No. I just calmly reach into my pocket, grab my keys, and I'll drive over and give him his stuff, his gloves. Now in this instance, I'm not going to transfer the suction cups or transfer the cameras. This wouldn't be a place to do a U or a Y turn. Yeah, nobody's coming. Then I think it is a place to do that. There we go. How about that? If there would have been any cars coming, I wouldn't have done that. I can pan my camera without moving my other hand on the steering wheel. Now, I would think that those are the guys. Now, they could have been, it might not be the Porta unit guy gloves. It could be one of the service guys like this gentleman right here. So I don't want to necessarily assume that he left his gloves. I did originally. Oh, there's a pair of shoes under that car. Kind of cool, huh? From West Virginia. Barefooting it out here. So it could have been a service. You know what? These gloves could belong to the beach services picking up the trash, the garbage cans. So I would probably take it to the beach services office if it's not the liquid money guys. It looks like they've got black rubber gloves on. That's probably how they roll. Disposables. Good morning, gentlemen. Hey, I found a pair of gloves. Are they to your guys or maybe the beach services?
It's probably the city guys. We just use these rubber ones.
You know, when I walked up, I saw that. I figured it's a good deal. I've been around this kind of thing before. Do you do cleanouts on and traps on septic systems too?
Not yet. We're probably going to start.
When do you think that'll be? Do you all have one of your cards?
I don't own me right now.
I've got your, oh, by the way, if you want to wave for my Facebook and YouTube audience, you're live. Oh, you guys are awesome. Well, you're used to being in the public. You're a class act. I appreciate the work you do. I use the facilities that you take care of all over the place. We got a little fresh water to do a little cleanup. Watch this. Water seeking its level, baby. There you go. Priming the pump. There will be shipments arriving daily. Hey, thank you all so much. Oh, by the way, if you want to see it, Eternal Perspective is my YouTube channel. And what I'll do is I'll give you a card there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, here's 2 in your clean hand. And then if you want to use that to grab my YouTube card. See that one right there?
This one?
Yeah. There you go. You could take a couple of them.
All right.
There you go. And your names again?
Chris and Alan.
Chris and Alan. Good to meet y'all. Yeah, thanks for doing that. That makes a big difference, having these babies cleaned up like that. Quality, I give you, I plug you quite a bit. I'm being made fun of on YouTube, over about 12 million views now, saying we don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity. It's just water seeking its level. And that's what it does. It'll fill the bottom of this bucket. See that reflection there? I put the rock here. Do you like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I figured it would come.
I don't have to stand here and hold it open.
You know, I've got I want to show you something. I'll be right back. Now, Chris, if you want to step back for a moment, I'd like to show you something. No extra charge. No, leave her just like, well, if you want to do that. Have you ever seen one of these? It's a steel blower, but I wouldn't want to get any stuff on you. See?
We used to have a steel blower. We have one.
I'm a systems analyst and developer. Okay. Could you make that work that fast too? Absolutely. Was that pretty smelling air coming? No. We got urine on bark and on the floor, and then a bucket of water after that's all blown out. See, that can get particulate out of cracks that you can't get with the rag. That was my little plug for the blower. Only $200 from Rent-A-Tool. You ever use those guys?
We have a couple of times.
Yeah, so this will last all day long to do what you do. If you ever wanted to use it. Of course, water does an excellent job. Good to see you, gentlemen. Have a good one, y'all. So, like, that was pretty cool. Thank y'all. Okay, I've never done this before, but imagine that. Calm water, reflection. Now we'll still get a reflection, but yeah, that water isn't as clean as it was. Good morning. So up in the view here, I've got a picture of a puddle showing the on my photo album on Facebook. You can see the Prince Resort. How deep is that water? This stuff might seem like really obvious, and I would hope it does to you. So this bark right here that the rain carried, the rain washed that out, right? Do you figure a little extra sunshine in here would be nice? I'm gonna finish the job my way. That's the low spot in the corner, I believe. How would I know that? How would I test that? Well, I could grab a bucket, and I will. Actually, I'm going to grab the bucket right now. You got a bucket with you? What's in your bucket? I'm just going to clean up this little area of it. So I can't clean up. How about this pile of leaves right there? Why do you think that accumulated there with the XL shirt tag? Well, probably because of wind direction. How about if I just put it down there? You think that's okay? Do you think those leaves down there are ever coming back here? How about this little anthill there? Is that a problem? Do I need to kill them? No. No, not going to do it. Don't need to. So am I going to leaf blower the whole world? No. Just my little corner of it. Can I clean up this neighborhood? A little bit of it. I park my car here a lot, okay? We probably had wind coming from that direction. I'm not getting any of it on me. No leaves were harmed in this demonstration. You ever see that before? A leaf blower simulcast on Facebook and YouTube? I never have. I haven't even seen anybody do this yet. Okay, so I could save those gloves until tomorrow. The worker that needs these gloves is probably barehanding it for now. And I'll run across them in a little bit. I've got one bucket with me. I can't just dump this out because I've got a container that doesn't have, let's see. I'm just going to transfer it like this. I had one that didn't have a cap on it. I just wanted to make sure I didn't dump it out. I don't want to open up the door and have a glass bottle fall out. It'll just break. So I'm anticipating that. I'm not going to hide it so I don't see it later and pull it out. Here's my cap that I will now put on that. I don't really want to have a bubble slop on me later. I'll fill these all up later. What I'm going to show you is how I'm going to prove the tilt of the Porta unit. Who's going to take the Bible.com bucket on the beach or anywhere else? I need to put eternal perspective. I'm getting eternal perspective stickers as well. Can you see that that toilet is leaning to the right and towards us? Can you tell that? what would your clue be? Well, I'm about to show you. Is this pretty flat and level? I can see fiddler crabs walking on the deck up there. Could you? You can roll the tape back, see if you're the digital video. All of this ground, there's clams sticking up there. What happens if you step on the mud that's above those and you have bare feet? The feet will get cut up really bad and typically infected. If you can't get a way to kill that infection, it could kill you. You could get gangrene or something like that. Good morning. Having any luck yet? Cool. Okay, so we've got a little puddle there. Oh, look at this little nubbin. Huh, I wonder what that's for. Huh. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So that'll help support the weight of that water. So will the steel pipe. The valve to this is below the frost line. Where is the frost line here? I don't know. Would I want to step on that? Do you think the water brought it up here? Unlikely. Ooh, how about the fish guts? How about that? I don't think so. How about that? I never had to touch it. The water did the work. The water, the hydrologic cycle of the world, exposes the global lie. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation in the form of transpiration from plants, perspiration and respiration from people, animals. Yeah. Squad car coming in the middle of the view right there. Yeah, the lights aren't on and I don't figure they're coming for me. How nice. How nice. Isn't that special? Yeah, you see, I'm not riding dirty, not doing anything I shouldn't be doing, not a drug dealer waiting for a connection. That's the local PD. I'm glad they're around. And part of that is an education. If you're an individual watching this that's trying to figure out how to put the hurt on me, well, get ready to be on a live audience view. And if you're looking like you're all wearing a get-up or a hood or something like that, I'm going to be on special alert for you. Am I paranoid or freaked out about it? No, not at all. Not at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just wanted to know if somebody was in there. I'm going to be flushing out the bottom with water in a little bit. All righty. Thank you. So my clue that somebody was in there is that the door was closed and I left it open. It's just all repeatable observations, paying attention. The shiny spot in the middle where my finger is now for the bottom or for Facebook, top camera for YouTube, that little puddle right there is showing the way that water works. It's a flat, level, plain mirror. Unmanipulated, undisturbed water is flat and level. And I show that on my photo album. You You could go to my YouTube channel, and right in the middle of the view where the kayak is, right about then, is when I see a couple riding a personal watercraft coming this way, working their way through this beautiful area when there was about 4 more feet of water in this area. That couldn't be repeated right now. You can go back and see a couple days ago, it was a couple, and you can look at it. A guy with a beard and dark skin, and a girl that didn't have a beard and light skin. We get a lot of mixture, ethnic mixture relationships here too. That's just part of the dynamic of this area. I'm not advocating or coming against any of that. I'm simply saying that's a reality of the mix of humanity. Right in the view there is a not an osprey. It's a cormorant that was drying his wings out. Now he's not. In the middle of the view there, I can see the perfect symmetry of the reflections of the building. Ah, thanks a lot. What a beautiful day, huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what I got for you. I've got, you're on my live YouTube and Facebook broadcast right now. And I'm glad that you're a Bible believer too. I'm Robert Forsch. What's your name?
Stan Harris.
Nice to meet you, Stan.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. That's an anytime number, Stan. If you ever want to say, hey, if you have any questions about my content, feel free to call anytime, Stan.
Thanks, Robert.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thanks. You too. Okay, so I want to set the camera where I can prove what I was talking about. The water's flat and in the bucket, of course. Now we can see the reflections that weren't there before. Do you think I can make a puddle right there? How about that? Do you think it'll wash that little bit of particulate out? How am I going to clean my hand? The water is the answer. In fact, I'm going to push the water up this way. How about that? How about that? That's how I would clean these. I wouldn't even use a blower often. Every now and again I would, but I would definitely use the water. You think anybody will mind if I leave the door open? I don't reckon so. So how about that? How about if I just manipulate this a little bit better? How would I do that? Where would I put the trough? I'll take the grade and I'll work with it. I'm not going to make it look all ugly. How about that low spot? How about I take this and fill it in a little bit so it's not a trip hazard. And how about I just do a little preventive landscaping? So the next time I want to throw a bucket of water there, it just runs away. My feet are tools and weapons to protect. How's that? That okay? I think that's pretty nice. It's not like, oh, the Bible.com guy is messing up the world. I'm just making it a little bit nicer place. Okay, do I think there's a little water in here? A little bit. How about if I put it in the middle of the view where the water tower is, right there. And let's give the backdrop. How about we put it on the hood and let the water seek its level? How about that? It was fresh water. I just rinsed my hand off. All the floaty stuff left. It's no big deal. I can smell cigarettes, and it's coming from that direction. If you're sneaking up on me and you're smoking, you're not sneaking up on me. That's part of what I'm saying. If you're coming upwind. You could be smoking downwind, I would never know it. The hunters back in Wisconsin that I knew would wash their clothes in baking soda. I remember them telling me that. They don't want them funky smelling, but they don't want them any chemical smelling either. The deer pick up on that big time, so do I. I can smell fabric soft sheets, and I don't want them on my clothes or in my nose. Okay? Where's this water coming from? It's coming from the condenser on the evaporator. That little bit of water right there, if I had a little container in my car that I could slip underneath there, and I was out in a desert or something, I could capture that water and drink that water. And where did that water come from? Well, some of it came from the atmosphere. Some of it came from my body, from my perspiration and respiration. I want to give you the real serious look. That may come in handy for somebody. It may save your life. Do you have a little pie pan? A little, is it garbage? Is a little pie pan? Joni says you're a container hoarder. I said containers have a useful purpose. I can put a little container under the drip, the condensate hose, or the condensation tube at our home for our air conditioner and capture water. I could water plants with it. I could flush a toilet with it. I could drink it. It may not be the best tasting, but it's going to be more sanitary than the water that's in the pond in our backyard, right? Is there still a drop of water in the bucket? I would think so. How about I put it right there? Oh, I can't let you see it. Okay, so there's probably the smoker. I've seen him out there with his gas leaf blower, and he smokes cigarettes when he's doing it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't smoke, and I wouldn't anymore. I used to. Here comes the drip of water. It'll distort because of the shape of the hood and the elevation of the water. How much elevation? Well, not so much. A little bit. The water in my gallon jug can magnify sunlight enough to cause combustion. Now, to drive over to the Prince Resort, I'm not gonna throw this on the windshield mounts. How are you going to survive when things go down? If there was no electricity, let's say the artificial intelligence wanted to shut down the power grid of this area, how long do you think the generators could power up pumps to fill the water towers? Would that be a priority? It might be. Watering your lawn would probably not be what you would want to do with that water. You would probably want to drink it, and you might want to capture some of that water. Oh, having a really clean garbage can might work good. I've got one of those that holds about 75 gallons. I could fill it up with water after I disinfect it with a little bleach. I put fresh water after every garbage collection, and during the time it'll humidify the cardboard. It compresses really good, and you know what? They've got a hydraulic operated arm that picks that up and dumps it into the truck. So it's not like I'm they don't even have a ground support person. Okay, oh, look at that mirror. Wow, how do I get that home? That's what I need to look at. I need a truck that's bigger than any way that I can put it on my car, maybe. But you know what? These look like beach support people coming. It's a van. Down by the river. No, they don't use a van, they use a truck. I want to look at the mirror and see if I can move the mirror. I picked up a mirror in my last broadcast. Wow, there's a low spot right out the window there. I couldn't have done that with this because I couldn't put the camera lens where I wanted it to be. I don't think I'm going to be able. I've got a friend who's got a truck that I could probably move that 1/4-inch plate glass mirror. There they've got a chain on it. I wonder why that is. You think it's going to roll away? No, they don't want somebody to hook onto it and roll it away, right? People steal stuff. Yep, it's 1/4-inch right there. I noticed the hole in it. That's pretty interesting. It looks like it had a mount of like a TV on it. So I could put Eternal Perspective. Oh, darn. What is that on the mirror? It could be construction dust, probably. I like the mirror. I'm going to estimate the weight of it right now. That's close to 100 pounds of glass. Now, if I put that on the roof of the car, I would need something to help it to lay flat, like a big piece of foam. Speaker foam would be ideal. And then how would I fasten it down without shattering it? Well, the reason why they carry glass vertically is for the reasons I'm talking about. Because the weight of the glass, if it's put in a vertical column or just tipped a little bit like that, it can go through the wind without much problem. Good morning. And I'd like to get that, but I don't know that I can get it home safely. So as I'm contemplating how I would do this, I would need to borrow my friend's truck. Hey, Wayne Connell, if you're listening to me and you can swing on by here and put this in the back of your truck, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't think, Wayne's a good friend of mine. I helped him move some appliances this weekend. He used his truck to move a washer and dryer. Good morning. And then I've got tools to scrape off this adhesive. So it was a wall mount mirror on sheetrock. That's the, you know, they use gypsum to, they compress liquid gypsum and put paper on each side of it to make sheetrock. They say bag garbage only. They don't want trash blowing all over the neighborhood. That'll happen. That would happen. I've got a friend with the truck. I'm going to go pay him a visit. I want the mirror. I definitely want the mirror. I've got a friend close by. Randy at Aloha Water Sports. If you're listening, I'm coming on over. This is all kind of funny. It's like I'm thinking on the fly, what can I do to get that mirror? Yeah. A big trailer would work. We used to live on a farm and had a trailer hitch on a Volvo station wagon. I moved probably 100,000 pounds of firewood home with that car and trailer over the years. Oh yeah. Oh, that almost looks like somebody got a broken window, eh? Yeah. I used to have to put garbage bags over windows so the car wouldn't get filled with water. I detailed probably conservatively speaking 250,000 cars. Oh, easily. Yeah, thousands of cars per month over a decade, 11 years, and boats. I taught automotive and marine detail instruction at Rawhide Boys Ranch in New London, Wisconsin. You can check it out. You can see some of my bio if you want to. What are you dealing with here? This isn't natural. This is supernatural. The water is a perfect mirror. I don't think Rick will be coming home. I think he'll be... Now see, this one has virtually no water in it. The swimming pool's up, the tide is out. That means the blockage that is in there is restricting the water flow and holding it in. This one is out. I wonder if we're going to see any more with the tide up. I've got a few tide out. I've got a few other friends that have trucks. One of the other things that I could do is just go rent a truck. I could rent a U-Haul if I want to. I think less than $30 I could get that home with a vehicle rental. Is it worth it? A plate glass mirror with a hole in it? I'd like to do it for free. Yeah. And I'm looking for municipal services trucks, beach services, to give them the glove. I've got the glove in the bag. The Liquid Money services people have neoprene gloves. They're pretty cheap and very effective. Maybe they're latex. I don't know. It was interesting because Alan and I think it was Chris or Alan, not sure which, had, oh, here's beach services right here. I'm going to interact with these gentlemen right now. And that'll be a good deal. I gave them the please wait for me sign. Good morning. So I found these gloves over by the Porta unit up there, and you probably know the dudes that would wear these. Would I bring it to you or go to the beach services? And you're on a live YouTube, Facebook broadcast. Sure, it's off. Where would you like it to go? I want to get it to the people who would want them. Probably the beach, so the guys that pick up the trash barrels. Over at where the lifeguards meet, is that the place I should go to bring these? So right now, where do you think those guys would be? Over by 6th Street, maybe? Oh, I know where the office is. I was thinking the guys on the beach. Where do you think they are right now? That left them. Oh, my guess is maybe even better than yours. I do a lot of photography on the beach. I'm Robert Forsch, by the way. Nice to meet you too. Hope you have a great day. If you want to see any of this, it'll be on my Facebook. And I've got, if you take the top card right down there, the one Eternal Perspective, that's where you're briefly on. And thanks for the smile. Good to see you. What's your first name? Kurt. Nice to meet you, Kurt. Have a good one, man. So I'll take this right where I was going to. And, oh, yeah, so it could be, yeah, I'll take it by later. I'm going to go see my friend Randy and see if I can borrow a truck from him. Yeah, the speedometer is or that radar is very accurate. It said the speed I was traveling. So I could actually use a piece of glass like that to make a pretty substantial desalinating system. An evaporation system for salt water. Okay, so he wants me to go, and that's cool. He had the right of way. Okay, so it looks like my friend Randy is not down here. There's vehicles. Lots of trucks. See, one of the things, like I'm pulling out gently here, cautiously, is simply because motorcycles are hard to see. I'll be towards the middle of the road when I'm driving, simply because somebody that's edging out, okay, how far, where's the line of visibility behind that truck? How far do I have to pull my nose out to be able to see? Well, right there. Now, if they were coming super fast, I wouldn't be able to avoid an impact. You know, if they were going 100 miles an hour down that road, I would pull out and could get smacked. These guys here having fall protection harnesses on, window cleaning, no shocker there, right? There are clues all around us. What do we notice? When somebody parks their vehicle so it's really hard to see, like that truck did, maybe that's the best they could do. I'm gonna pull on in for a moment. Yeah, I got a friend who owns that Z71, or whatever it is. We're not good enough friends that he would let me use his truck. No? Okay. A lot of he manages this place. A lot of broken bottles and stuff there. I've cleaned stuff like that up. I'm not doing it now. They'll get to it later. The trash guy just came. Marty will be out there, or somebody else will, and clean that up. Tracy has a dually. I don't think he would let me use his truck for this. Friend who operates the cab got the wave before I waved at him. You know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, in my views, this is a different kind of deal right now. Today, I've got a very limited amount of time to be able to do what I want to do. In a little bit, see now these guys here, like Kurt on the broadcast, they'll do the setup with a big trailer like that. He may move the slushy type carts around, the frozen ice, Italian ice on the beach, or they set up for the musical performance on Music on Main in North Myrtle Beach. Now Tom, if Tom has a truck, he would probably let me use it. I don't know that he's got a truck. So I'm not going to put Tom on the spot. Oh, they're closed, but not really. Or maybe they are. Good morning. Is Tom in the house? Is Tom around? Thanks. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll take you on in. I'll take you on in. Pop's Garage. Let's see if we can bring Tom a little business here. There's the boss. Tom had a heart attack a while ago. I met him again in the Bolanos getting some healthy nutrient choices. We had a great opportunity to talk a bit and about food choices. Hey, Tom, you're live on YouTube and Facebook right now. Thanks for the smile. Hey, you're welcome. Maybe we could found a plate glass mirror next to a dumpster. I wanted to get home. I've got only a little bit of time before somebody snaps that bad boy up. Do you have a truck I could use? Or a van? Down by the river. It's over by the Coastal Preserve, just down Duffy Street, and then I need to go out to the Parkway Plaza with it. That's where we live at the lakes. It's about a 10-minute drive. I'd be gone for about an hour on the whole thing. A van? Trucker van? I can't put it on the top of my car. I'll bust it, and it would be a cleanup on the road. I'm not going to do it. Well, and you know what, Tom? That's why I stopped in. I believe that if you had something you could help me out with, you would have, just like you said. Let me. Do you have your a business card? I'll put you on the live broadcast on that. Oh, okay. This is Tom's business. Let me put it so we can see with the lighting. Excellent. I'll put that on both views. And then here's here's Pop's Garage business card. Quality work at affordable rates, right? Yeah. All right, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks. Hope you have a great day, man. Thank you. You're welcome. So now we've got the, so he's got the Rotary or Good Lifts staff to do a lot of work here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you in the short period of time, me just driving around. If you were out in the desert, you probably wouldn't get that much dripping going on. But imagine you were walking across the desert. Well, you wouldn't be able to do this. You wouldn't be able to do that. With a car like the Bible.com, it's more than a mobile broadcast studio. If I had 100 miles to go across the desert, I would probably not make it without just walking. Might not be able to make it with the car. Well, just do the math. I could do it plenty, no problem. How about if I didn't have any water with me? If I had the pan, I could drain the condensate in there. It's basically the moisture coming out of my body and whatever humidity goes into the driver's compartment when I open the door. So to be, oh, Tom's got a compressor for sale out here. Yeah, give him a call if you want a little two-seater compressor. What's the compressor? Well, the compressor is a supercharger. Yeah, the compressor. Pretty interesting. This is a naturally aspirated, fuel-injected V8, the Lexus. The compressor, what they can do now, like, for high-performance diesel, that's what I had before. I had a high-performance diesel Volkswagen that I had chipped. It modifies the fuel air mixture, and it went from about 139 foot-pounds of torque for a Passat TDI, I believe it was, to 350 foot-pounds of torque, and added a lot more horsepower as well. I've got a friend with Old South Barbecue there. They've got a Suburban. It's not big enough to put the plate glass mirror in. I'm thinking I need to go to Home Depot. Home Depot, or I'm thinking that's probably the most efficient way to move it. I think they have a better rate than U-Haul, and part of the reason U-Haul doesn't sell building supplies, Home Depot does. So Home Depot wants to facilitate the transfer of ownership and location on the fly. What am I? What one is to, unless it's the make-believe science fiction of quantum physics. They're making stuff up. You can't have two things in different locations that are the same thing, right? I don't know. Quantum physics is weird. It's not real. It's not real world stuff. I've got multiple ways I could go to get where I want to go. I like this way. Not flipping the camera around. Can you feel me turning? It's a banked corner. I'm leaning into the curve. I can feel the force of it. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm going to flip this around. Don't need to see myself. But what I want to show you is some of the world that we live in. Right here is Dietrich's car wash. I think they're advertising 3 minutes. They can clean your car up. And according to their measuring system, it's 76 degrees. I'm at 75 on the car. Yeah, that's a 3-minute car wash. We've got a lot of nice businesses around here. How is that? You go to South Dakota, North Dakota, probably not going to see this. They're hurting. People aren't vacationing to that area. They're spending billions. An estimated 20 million spending billions to visit the Grand Strand in Myrtle Beach. Now, I'm grabbing my wallet and I can charge it. Can I rent a truck at Walmart? No. They got lots of trucks, can't rent them there. Home Depot, yes. I think it's $19.95. By the time I'm done with all the tax and all the different stuff, probably 30 bucks I can rent the truck. I got to put some fuel in it too. It probably gets less than 15 mpg. Dang, this is kind of fun. It's a project. It's a way that I can do something that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do. If I wanted to go ahead and try and strap that glass down on this vehicle, it would be a accident waiting to happen. Or would it? Not really an accident. It would just be a very unwise thing to do. So when we see what's termed as accidents, a lot of times it's people being out of touch with reality. Operating a vehicle with an illegal amount of alcohol in the bloodstream, they made it illegal because people do some of the dumbest stuff. How about operating under the influence of other drugs? Yeah, hello. People do some dumb, I could throw out some explicatives, but you've heard them, some dumb blank stuff. People do some dumb stuff. I used to do some really dumb stuff. Not doing it now. Okay, so I'm not necessarily going to announce that it's a live broadcast to the staff. I didn't need to with Kurt. I don't need to with this right now. Let's see if we've got a vehicle. No, what do we have going on here? If the vehicle isn't in the lot, I probably can't do the job. Could I rent a little Penske truck? Absolutely. I'm looking for the little Home Depot material supply truck. The big yellow, easy to see. I'm gonna pull on up and see what the cost is. Oh, the guy's dumping water out of his bucket there. Water seeking its level. One more time. What's he got going on? Yep, just water seeking its level. That's all it is. So Home Depot sells a lot of materials. Oh, there we've got a creative Datsun trailer. Used to be a pickup truck. And then we've got trailers I could rent, but I don't have a hitch. There's a hitch in my get-along. I need a little something different. All right, so here we go. Normally they have the, okay, so there's a big truck. And there's one of the three-wheelers. Do I need a piece of equipment like this? Is that a little overkill? Yeah, but if I needed to move sheetrock or cinder blocks or brick or any of that, yeah. How about this? Well, that's a tow dolly. You can tow a car with a car. Now that's a transport dolly. You can transport the car without the wheels spinning on your car. That can come in handy. Some vehicles don't want extra miles on the odometer. All right, there we go. I'm gonna just park the car in optimal position for viewing of the Bible.com logo. Why? Does it matter? Does it matter at all? I think it does. It matters to me because I'm doing the best I can to display life-saving information for eternity. So I can walk in, I've got a license, a credit card. I can leave this car here and drive a truck away if I want to. The price is right. Let's see. Okay, you can exchange a cylinder. They pressurize liquid propane and put it into tanks. Never run out, it says. Have a spare tank. Interesting concept. I don't know that Lowe's, oh, there's the 1995 truck right there. I missed it. I want to rent that truck right now. Hey, good morning, y'all. Who would I rent a truck from, the little truck out there? Oh, cool. Let me flip this around. I'll put me on the screen.
What you got going on there?
It's a live broadcast.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Oh, okay. Do you mind if I put you on the screen?
I don't need to be on there.
Okay, well you're not. You're not. Here, let me give you my card and
Pretty cool.
you can hear yourself on there. There's my Facebook and here's my YouTube.
I like that.
Cool. You like the Bible?
You're a man of God.
Yes, sir.
I am too.
Here's my YouTube channel. I've got live Bible broadcasts on there. Go ahead, take that. You can see the beauty of creation, and I'm giving God the credit for that. That's an anytime number. By the way, here's me, not you. I just wanted to let you. Oh, you don't care? Well, let me put you on there because you're one of you look like the salt of the earth kind of guy. What's your name again?
Don.
Don Brock?
Yes, sir.
Good to meet you, Don.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
I gotta go back. Get my cigarette for one. All right, I want to get back. I want to ask y'all to do it. I'll be right back.
So a Diablo cutter looks like a carbide sharp. Do I want a Diablo blade? I probably. Hey, good to see you, man. How's Joseph doing? Good. I've got video of him on. Did you ever see it? Randy Duke giving him a ride on the jet ski. You see that? And what I've got too. Let me lay one of these on you. Two of them. I've got. Here you go. And your first name again?
Henry.
Henry. Good to see you, Henry. How old is Joseph now?
He's 6 now.
Wow. Wow. He just growing up, man. Good to see you. Thanks. Oh, you are awesome. Okay. So there's your smile. You're used to being in the public. I'm flipping this around now, though. Okay. So here we go. And you need a major credit card and a driver's license, right?
And I'll need proof of insurance.
Proof of insurance. I got it. I got it all. There's my that's my registration.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's my credit card.
Okay.
I'm digging. I've got the proof of insurance, I think, in the car.
What is your phone number? Let's start there.
843-504-1776. Yep. Oh, here's the driver's license. Oh, let's see. Allstate. Look at that, baby. There it is.
All right.
I got it all going on.
Lots of information.
You're in good hands with Allstate, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's put
Used
you.
to have Allstate.
Yeah. Now, what did you do? Are you saving money with the Gecko, or
I got the guy. Yeah, with
you got the Gecko, the Geico Gecko? Now, do you need what of this stuff do you need up there, Lindsay?
Just the Allstate, and I think the rest of this you can pay. We're not ready for that yet. I'll let you hold on to that.
Okay.
It'll take me a minute.
Sure.
To get your information in there,
Excellent, Lindsay.
and
I'll give you my card. You can see yourself briefly on my live YouTube, Facebook broadcast if you want. You're not on it right now.
Okay.
But they can hear your friendly, happy voice.
Okay.
Prompt, courteous service. I love that about you. There you go. Yeah, this isn't natural. You ever had this happen? Who has? Who has? My dad said I never met anybody like you. I said, well, that's good. You're paying attention.
It would be a first, I'd have to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I give people that opportunity often.
I imagine so.
In a good way, hopefully.
Yeah, but I mean.
No, well, you saw the guy here with the hat on. He was happy too to see me, meet
Right,
me.
he wasn't.
Oh,
There's that.
thank you very much.
I don't forget.
Oh, I wouldn't forget.
I've forgotten before, and that's not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they run the.
Well, I don't want to leave my driver's license or credit card anywhere, right?
Try not to do that too often.
So what I'm going to do when I get out to the car is grab my tie-down straps that I have in the vehicle because I'm going to want them in the truck when I get there. And then I should be able to secure the mirror through the hole in the mirror, and attach it to the sidewall of the inside of the truck. Transporting it home, I'm thinking less than an hour I'll have this project done. We can do it. Isn't that one of the, is that your Home Depot, what's the Home Depot logo? Is it the, we can do it? Come on, you're on. Sorry. We can do it. We can do it. We can get her done. Looks like you got something to get done there. Yes, sir. Me too. I'll try not to cause Lindsay to take any more extra time.
Oh, sir, you have a return, correct?
Now I got to talk to someone.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you got a special project there.
Alright, so it's going to be a $50 deposit, and then when you bring the vehicle back,
Yeah.
it's $19.97 for the first 75 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you sign the truck out right here on the behind.
Okay. Let me, I'm going to flip my, okay, so I'm reading this, and, oh yeah, of course I agree, or I don't get it.
And if you don't steal the truck, then
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
and then just make sure the gas is back where it was whenever you wrote. I think it's like on 3/8.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a $50 deposit, so I'm going to have you insert your card in the PIN.
Sure. Do you have an estimate of fuel economy for that vehicle? Like probably less than 15, right?
Yes, you should be fine.
Is it gas or diesel?
Gas.
Gas.
I do know that.
Okay. Approved. I'm approved. There we go.
I would hope so, because otherwise I couldn't let you take it.
That's right. I'm not getting the keys unless I'm approved.
Right, let me give you the rest of your paperwork and you'll be good to go.
Thanks so much.
No problem. So is it like two-way, or you flip it?
Well, right now I'm on,
Okay.
I'm flipping it around. I can flip it in directions. I'm on a YouTube, and we are on a YouTube and Facebook broadcast
Oh, okay. So
concurrently.
make sure you're giving you your paperwork for me. I just checked one in.
All right, there we go. You're on now. Thank you, dear.
You have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Thanks for your patience. Okay, so Simple Green. I used to live down the road from this home office in Seal Beach, California. When they shortly launched that off of the market, or put it on the market, my wife Joni and I were skiing and at Big Bear, and what happened was the tree pollen and ski wax of people throughout the season collected on the snow, and it would collect so much that the skis would hardly want to go down the slope. And I thought, well, that's a bummer. So what I did was got a hunk of plywood, indoor outdoor carpeting, Simple Green, and threw it down in front of the pad where people would prepare to load on the ski lift. It sufficiently cleaned the skis that they worked for each ride. That's the innovation. That's the kind of pre-placed proclivity that I'm talking about. I figure stuff out on the fly, not because I'm such a good guy. It's because I love Jesus. I'll do whatever he wants me to do, and I'm good to go. Not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. Where's my Home Depot logo? Well, we can't see it yet. Is it there? Well, I think it is. Let's see. There it is. See, it's all based on perspective. What can we see? And being able to put myself in the monitor lets me see that, and lets you see me and what I'm about. Okay, so I'll just drive the car over to the truck and get my stuff out. Oh darn, I locked my keys in the car. Just kidding. Hey, I've got a lot of wardrobe changes from time to time with temperature. I gotta, you know, if I'm using different coats and stuff, I've got to make sure that I don't leave my keys in a coat or in a pocket or in anything. So all right, so what do we got here? You got to look around and make sure I don't smack into stuff, right? Oh yeah, I do that. If I had one lady say, you shouldn't be broadcasting and driving. Okay, maybe you shouldn't. I got it going on. Where is that truck? I saw the truck. They might have moved the truck from when I walked in. It did. It did move. Okay. So it's kind of interesting to just see what this is all like. I'm gonna flip it around. What is this vehicle from Maryland doing here? It's a plain wrapper. I want to just comment on something. It's a newer vehicle and it looks pretty serious, and there is no logo on it. No business logo saying, hey, we need your business. Give us a call. Call us. Okay, just like, okay, we had these people, Warren Hay, put in our air conditioning. Okay, they did a great job putting in our climate control system on the house. What's this truck? What's that for? I'm not all freaked out about it. I'm just saying conspicuous by its absence. Where are the logos? Those vehicles in the bay there loading up, most of them have logos on them. I would think that people that don't have logos don't want people to call them at all. Now, I could be vaping it up like this young lady right here, or not. I don't think so. I used to vape. Oh, you couldn't see her. I flipped the camera around. Yeah, she was vaping. I made my own e-liquid with marijuana in it. Not doing that anymore. Don't need it, don't want it. So there was a time when I didn't have car keys. I didn't have a credit card. Didn't have a driver's license. Didn't have insurance. Couldn't have done this. Is it a big deal? It is to me. So I'm going to want something to cushion the shock on the edge of the glass. How about my Bible.com bubble pack? How will that do? Perfect. Okay, I could have used microfiber towel. I'll take that with me too. Should I put that in the back of the truck here or in the cab? Of course. So do I need that? I'll just lay it flat. Okay. Oh, so I don't need much tie down. I just need a way to get it in there. Let's take a look at what we got. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I got a couple of things to work out. I just want to check it out, make sure I got what I need. I've got what I need, and I'll be back. Let's, oh, this is kind of cool. Let's set my battery up in here, or my broadcast. What do we got going on? I'm caught. I'm caught. There we go. Caught. Okay, so let's do this. What are we gonna see drive through the parking lot? I don't know. I'll be back. So the leaf blower is going to be handy to blow out the back of the truck. I want good traction on that. Well, let's show you. Yeah, why not? It's part of the broadcast, part of the training. Don't really need tie downs. That glass isn't going to move much at all. Do I want that stuff from the bed in my truck? From this truck in my car? Well, the wind is coming from that direction. That's where she's going to go. Yeah, but it can't get in if the doors are closed. Does it matter? Does it matter at all? Yeah, of course it does. So if I want to show you how this is from there, what other stuff do I need? Well, here's the thing. If I want to be able to do the, if I want to be able to do the setup right, I need this setup. It's a $239 carbon fiber tripod to be able to do that setup. I'm telling you this so that if you want to do this kind of thing, you might want this kind of equipment. I typically don't want to leave home without it, right? That's what I'm talking about. So part of this is training for me to think about how to do this. What are you looking at? What am I showing you? How does this work? Ooh, I'm down to one battery or one light on my device. Well, if I want food and stuff when I get home, or I want my coffee, well, I'm gonna want it with me, right? Would I buy that mirror for $20? Yeah, absolutely. How much would it be sold for at a garage sale? I don't know. I'm thinking probably in the neighborhood of 50 bucks, or somebody might give it away. Somebody is giving it away, right? Okay. So I not only have what I want to have there, okay, so here's the thing. I only need the mirror, or I don't need the tie down for the mirror, but I may need the tie down for other stuff. Leather gloves. Yeah, that might be real handy for moving the glass, or not. I've got other gloves I would prefer. My rubber gloves. I'm going to put this down for a minute, and I've got to get a couple other things. Okay, this is just to make sure I don't want it like that. I want it like that. I want to have the stuff that I came with when I leave, have the keys in my pocket. There's my trunk carpet. I may want that later for doing this. We can do it, right? So would the carpet fly out if it were in the back? Well, not if I put that on it. Put it up by the head wall, right? Good morning. What a day, huh?
Yeah.
Nice to have it drying out a bit, isn't it? No doubt. So this was part of the packing for the chair. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Let's see. How do you drive a truck? Just kidding. Okay, so there we go. Wrong keys. Man, it's really hot in here. Oh, I want to show you something. So this truck is relatively new. And look at the key on that thing. Look at the key on the Lexus. Another interesting key. Here's the key on the Honda, the old 84. And here's the key on the house. All different cuts. If I need to change my SIM card on my device, a paper clip or a SIM card tool works. So like when I drove from coast to coast, I had a personal urinal with me, of course. But you know what I don't have right now? I don't have the best glove. This is okay. I want to just try them on and see if they'll get the job done. Yeah, they'll get the job done. They've got a good amount of traction on them. I've got a latex. You know what? I've got another glove I'm going to get. So these are the Wells Lamont latex gloves. I get a dozen of them for $9 and, well, you know, about 10 bucks. And they are awesome. They work great. It's going to give me better traction. Did I lock that car? Oh, I'm taking a ladybug for a ride. Uh-oh, he's in the window track. Now he's out. Hang on. Yeah, I made sure I locked it. I just got to make sure of that kind of stuff. So it says 8:43. I think that the clock started about 10 minutes ago. So I've got 75 minutes, 15. So roughly 8:43, 9:43, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I should be back by 10 o'clock, 9:30, yeah, something like that. I'm not going to want to take any extra time for this. Is my point of all of this. Ooh, trucks ride way different. Let's see, what's the best way over there? No, this is the best way. So I want to be able to hold this so I give you a decent view. Now when I go out this way, I get a yield, which is kind of nice. And it'll take me down a nice quick route. Will I be able to take it on the fly? No way. No way. Let's see. Wow, that's got quite an air conditioning system on it. So the idea was I not only needed what I needed to get the glass or the mirror, I wanted to have with me the ability to transport other stuff if I find it. Wow, a lot of power. A lot of power indeed. Yeah, my mirrors are all adjusted where I need to see them, where I need to see stuff around me. And now I've got better hearing. Okay. So part of this is training for me with cinematography. Oh wow, that's interesting. You can see so there's me in the mirror, in the view. Yeah. It's all kind of amazing to me, and then I can just put the device in the shot or not. Is it going to be illegal one day to do a live broadcast on while I'm driving? Possibly. Right now it's not. It's not illegal to be on a cell phone. I'm on a cell phone is what I'm doing. I'm just taking you along for a ride, right? Flat water in the ditch. Filling in exactly. Undisturbed water is flat and level. Showing you millions of dollars worth of development. A bank like that, creating money out of thin air. Yeah, hello. It's what they're doing. They don't need to print money. They add digits to accounts and take them away. What's going to happen when my chip gets turned off? It said, do you have the chip on the reader machine? Yeah, I got the chip. Got my wedding ring on too. I keep it on. I'm not shopping. I mention that because it's valid. A lot of guys come here and they're unhappy with their marital situation and they're looking for a little extra. And they'll get rid of the tan line and create a false persona of who they are. Could I do that? Do I have the vocabulary and look that could do that? Yeah. Am I going to do that? No. No, I wouldn't trade the eternal perspective that I want to have for a little temporary pleasure. I'd feel like garbage if I did something to compromise my marital vows, okay? So that's why I go through and elaborate on this a bit. So here it says, oh, not here. Thanks for visiting North Myrtle Beach. On another sign it says home of Vanna White. Joni and I know Vanna White. I've spent many hours with Vanna on the beach. We have children of similar ages. Our bank account looks largely different. Yeah. Oh well. Up in front that's okay. I wouldn't trade with what I have for anybody else's financial portfolio. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, where's Steve? Did Steve get himself neural laced and uploaded to the internet? I don't know, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if there was a guy to do it, he'd be one of the candidates, I would think, wouldn't you? He did the electronic stuff pretty good. Where is the cruise control on this thing? I think I'm on it now. No. I'll just watch what I'm doing. It's easy to go the speed limit. So this vehicle, right there I can see my my carpet rolled back, and so did the dolly. The bungee cords in that aren't going to blow out. A piece of newspaper or my window shade, yeah. The carpet would probably blow out at a high rate of speed if it were in the way back without something on it. The air would go over the top of the truck, get underneath the carpet, give it a little bit of lift, and it would blow out. Does that matter? Does any of that matter? Yeah, I ride a motorcycle, and around the rental changeovers, the first of the month and the middle of the month, there's a lot of extra road debris. Cushions, grills, chairs. I have to dodge stuff often on the motor. Well, often, a few times a month. I have to avoid road hazards. And then what's really tough to see, but I know it's there, is the sand. The sand up by the all around here. When it's windy, the sand blows it. Now here's where it gets interesting. When we get a rain, right after the rain moves the sand into the lower spots of the blacktop. I can take a corner a little hotter, a little faster after a rain because I'm going to get more traction. Does that matter? Yeah, do I crash motorcycles? Well, it's been a long time. It's been probably over close to 37 years since I've had a motorcycle accident. And when I did that, I was really drunk. I turned the bike so hard the foot peg hit the blacktop. It was stupid. Well, now I'm on my way to the mirror. Let's hope it's still there. I could have put a note, said I'm picking it up. I didn't. Do you think it's there? I think it's there. Who's got the ability to take a plate glass mirror home? A lot of those construction trucks. Oh. Okay, what do we have in the middle of the view? Law enforcement. Cool. I waved at him, he waved at me. We've probably talked before. Does it matter? Well, I'm a friendly guy. I'm not trying to be obnoxious. I do understand I've got a limited audience, right? Well, people that love the truth seem to be interested in what I'm about. Phil Smith there, he gave me a cowboy Bible. He's got an eye patch and a captain's hat. Pretty cool guy. I like Bill. Ah, there's the mirror. Like I said, who's gonna come and pick up the mirror while I'm doing this? How should I position it? I think about like this. Where can I get my view? Where can I set this up? I'm thinking the roof of the truck. That's what I'm going to do for the shot. I don't need the tripod necessarily. So here we go. The carpet is going to provide the protection. Oh, I'm going to need both hands to do that. Okay. Okay, here's the setup. I've got 75 minutes when I started. I got to do this right. I get to see the view better when I'm doing it like this. I can't see it so good. Oh, wait. That's what I'm looking at. I want to be able to show you how I do it. Without hurting myself. it'll fit. So the issue is I want maximum support under the whole piece of glass, and I've got to move it a little bit. I want most of the support like towards the middle. No, I think towards the back end. It really is holding it there good. This is going to be added traction to stop the sliding. Too much will cause it to crack, for sure. So the aluminized pad is good cushion underneath, bad cushion for stopping sliding. The microfiber works excellent to stop the sliding. So I need one more up here in the corner and I believe I'm good. Oh yeah. Does it matter? Can I actually transport this home without a problem? I believe so. The way I put well, okay. I've got one other thing to do here. If I don't fasten that dolly there, I'm going to have it break my glass. After all this. Is that good enough? No, it's about to be. There's a lot of different ways that I could do this. I'm just using the one that'll work right now. Hey, good morning, man. Do you know somebody that lost some gloves today? Yeah, I found some gloves. Beach Services gloves, kind of like yours. I'll bring them by. That's the kind, man. Is that company supplied?
Yeah.
It is. So over by Beach Services is where I'll take them later, right? Oh, I'll bring them on by. It's special. I got friends that do beach services, and I want to give them back. You're on my live broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. Here, let me give you my card. I'm gonna flip it around. What's your name, man?
Curry.
Perry?
Curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Curry.
You too, buddy.
Thanks. Here's my Facebook, and on the top, if you would grab that top card there, that's my YouTube. You can check it out. I've got some mind-blowing content, Curry, you might like. You've been doing this for how long?
15 years.
Thanks, man. Good to see you. Are you a Bible believer too?
Yes, sir, I am.
Excellent. I broadcast the Bible on YouTube and Facebook. You can see it on my channel. You can call me or messenger me anytime, Curry.
Appreciate it, man. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too. And if you find some brothers that are missing gloves, you can tell them the Bible.com guys got them, and I'll bring them by. They left them over at the Porta unit at Sea Mountain Highway. All right, Curry, have a good one, man. So part of the dynamic there, I didn't bring the gloves with me. Those gloves I could have, but it's all part of the adventure of this. That's part of the dynamic of what's going on here, is that the interaction with people can be substantial. So substantial for how long? Well, for the eternal perspective, baby. That's what I'm about. So I've got the mirror, and the mirror is right there. Okay, so I've got a door that's not all the way closed. Yeah, a little device told me that, huh? There we go. part of what having the view so you can see me looking, you can know I'm checking my blind spots. I don't want any of those happening. So I need to get the truck back. If I'm back at 9:30, there will be no additional charge. Whoa, that's way rougher than I want to have with flat glass on the in the bed there. I'm gonna need to be real diligent about avoiding rough road areas, and a quick slamming on a brake could be a problem. So there's way more irregularity than I feel comfortable with. I think I can work my way down to the Duffy Street. Duffy Street is way smoother than this one. The issue with this one here is that it's been having a lot of construction, underground construction. So in the driving, if I put in $3 worth of fuel, it should be no problem. Like these gentlemen driving these trucks, I've met many of them. Oh, I can go this way. No, I'm gonna go Duffy Street. Duffy Street actually has the water tower on it. I like to show that. And it's not just a water tower up here. It's a cell tower. And it's not just a cell tower and a water tower, it's a power generating system. It's got a diesel generator, a Generac, I believe. Wow, there's a mattress platform. Do I want that? No, no, not at all. See, on a trash day like today, people will be leaving stuff and picking up stuff, and I'll be driving by a lot of stuff. So there's the tower. There's the Generac. Yeah. So like the gentleman picking up the trash, he doesn't use a, he doesn't have to pick it up by hand. So my wet sawdust that's got water in it from the cat litter, and I use the hose to add a little water to the equation. Well, it keeps it moist, keeps the odor from getting stinky. And by the way, if I need to turn that trash can into a water receptacle, it's good. I'm good to clean it out in a hurry with minimal water and baking soda or chlorine, whatever it takes to get the job done. And then the other thing is, because I put the water in, I'll see if it's got a crack in it. If I get a crack in my garbage can, I'm gonna let them know that I want another one. I don't want a garbage can that's got a crack in it. The middle is gonna be a smoother ride than the edge because of work that's done on utilities from time to time. Manhole covers, aprons for the drain spillways. Does that matter? Yeah. Now, on the earlier part of the broadcast, I mentioned the turn bridge. I wouldn't want a 15-minute delay. That could cost me some extra money, right? So sometimes it's more cost-effective to be to be more time efficient. I'm still not going to break the speed limit, because saving $10 on a or $20 on a surcharge for time usage is way less than $300 for a traffic ticket, right? It's all about the numbers. How do the numbers really work out? Well, they work out really good. They tell us things. They help us see how it works. Now, I can get a fuel discount card that I'll be getting for this gas station, the new Bolanos. Ooh, okay. I'm paying attention so I could have a nice, smooth braking experience. I got a big piece of plate glass laying flat. How many slamming on brake stops do you think it could handle? Probably not much. I got my signal on to move over. I want to give them plenty of time to recognize that. Oh yeah, I'm good to go. But see, we still have the rough side on the right. That's a stop sign there. He's driving a propane truck. Did you know propane boils at like 30 below zero? Something like that. It can give you a burn on your hand from freezing. It's amazing stuff. I used to work with propane truck rebuilding. Not very long. Didn't get along with the owner too good. I don't get along with a lot of business owners. Yeah, I'm a bit of a hard to handle kind of guy. I get that. And that's okay. I'm not one of these people that actually needs to put, oh, let's see. I want to, okay, the turn bridge is not turned. There's the waterway. It's the flat spot in the middle of the view. If you want to know where the level is, there it is. We're going downhill. We went up and down. Supposedly between here and California, there's 650 miles of curvature, 2,300 miles at 8 inches per mile squared. You can go to Earth Curvature Calculator and check it out for yourself if you want to. Ooh, the board that's in the driveway can be slid over, and I could lean it up against the glass, up against the garage door. What happens if somebody opens up that garage door? Oh, it's gonna fall and break. I think Joni won't be home to do that, but she'll be coming home. So what I want to do is get that baby positioned. A gust of wind could move it. That could be a problem. Here's where we drop down to 40, as I will. Between the first and second bike week, do you think there's any police activity increase? Yeah, they're all over. It's a good thing. I'm not anti-police. And that may sound odd because I'm, see, to a large extent, the individuals that are trying to help keep law and order aren't the bad guys, for the most part, as best I can tell. I've met a lot of law enforcement, firefighters, not that a firefighter's law enforcement, but oh, the people, the DNR, the people monitoring hunting and fishing, hey, they're packing weapons a lot of times. You can get I got a speeding ticket from one in California. I didn't even know they could do that. That was like 35 years ago. Yeah. So the truck that ran the stop sign is waiting at a stoplight. Am I upset? No. No. It was probably that should be a yield sign where he rolled it, in my estimation, not a stop sign. It's like a merging area. So they've got where propane trucks and fuel transport in a lot of areas are supposed to stop at a railroad. This vehicle stops at all railroad crossings. I wonder if that would change if a few of them got run into and exploded. Yeah, probably. They're better to just roll on through. You don't need a you don't need however many thousand gallons of fuel on a truck stopping on a freeway or a roadway. They should just roll. Oh well. They're not going to change it for me with my ponderings or musings. That's part of the dynamic with all this is understanding I can have an opinion, we all do, and have a perspective, and we all do. It's just the way it is. So right here we've got Terminex. I worked with Terminex for a short time. They've got their number and their name and 1-800-TERMINEX. They want people to call them. How about the obvious commercial vehicles without any labeling? I've noticed quite often they will be on the working on the cellular towers. Think about it. Yeah. Okay, in the middle of the view is the Bible.com flag. I'm not pulling all the way over to the right to get the pole position. Actually, this would be the pole position. This is my favorite spot to be. It's random that'll be the first person in line at this spot. It's about 90% of the time that'll be the first person in the line to the far right. On the motorcycle, I've never been beat by anybody here that I can ever remember. Am I racing? Well, I just need to get over to the left lane before the intersection up there. Not this one, the one down the way, and I'll signal and do it appropriately. It's kind of fun. It's, you know, I've got a real quiet motorcycle. It's all original. There's the flag. It's hard to see when the wind is at my back, so it's blowing away, but a lot of vehicles can see it. Like I mentioned, probably in this month, over 300,000 vehicles will go through this intersection conservatively. 300,000 in a month. Times 10 would be 3 million. There will be probably, conservatively speaking, 1 million sets of eyeballs that see that sign in a year here at this location. How about that? Now, I used to have it on the back of the motorcycle. I don't think it got that many views. Horry County Police, right there. See, I didn't want to have to do any lane changing with this vehicle and my payload. If I had sheetrock in there, no big deal. Because I ride a motorcycle and I run this route, I know the road really good. That car should signal the advanced green light for us. They recently filled this in here. Does that matter? Well, yeah, there's the green light. This little additional spot of blacktop there that got put in place will cause water to not accumulate there. And because of that, mud water isn't splashing up there, so I'll get more traction with the motorcycle. Does it matter? Yeah, absolutely. There's only a very small portion of traction of motorcycle wheels onto the ground. A car with 4 tires and a big footprint, it's a whole lot different. The speed bump right here, that's a plate glass mirror breaker, right? Yeah, absolutely. So if I were to go too quick over that to try and get back to save a few dollars, what would happen? Well, I could crack my glass, and the whole project was to illustrate the futility of my efforts. Wow, I've got a big plate glass mirror and a wife in the house. How do I know? Well, I can see her car. Uh-oh, that could be trouble. Not necessarily trouble, just a situation I need to deal with. So how am I going to do this? I think I got it figured out. Oh, she's getting ready to go. Okay. See, because that piece of wood that I picked up at the Coastal Preserve, that'll come in real handy now that I've got to back in a plate glass mirror on the back of a truck, right? In the middle of the view, the fountain, water seeking its level. Ah, we've got a backup beeper. I don't have one of those on the car. That would be funny to get that put on the Lexus. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, you heard it first. Yeah, I want people to look at the car, to the logo. The backup beeper on a personal vehicle, is that funny? Or what? Funny to me. Okay, so we've got a kitty that's in rough shape right now. Joni might need to take that kitty into the vet. I'm gonna take this in live anyway and leave the air conditioner conditioning. Okay, let's see. We can do this. So far, so good. What can we see? Can I put the sun in the shot? Oh yeah. Could I make a desalinator with this thing? Oh yeah. I've got a hole in the middle. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. Do we have cats on the window ledge? This will be my way of letting Joni know I'm here. I wonder if Dean will know I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on him. Creeping on the kitties. There's Pearl chewing on plants. Oh, that's Frank. Frank's working on his tan. And there's Pearl in the middle on the table. Oh, Lily coming up. Oh, flat water in the crock as water reflects a man's face. The door is locked. Good. I could bring the glass all the way back around. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. That would change the job. Hi, honey, I'm home. I'm on a live simulcast. I'm not showing you. I'm just, I'll be here for a moment and I'll be leaving. Oh, this is always kind of fun. Just in case this was a problem, I'm gonna go ahead and use the facilities, and I'll be right back.
When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. You will all fall away, Jesus told them, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee. Peter declared, even if all fall away, I will not. I tell you the truth. Jesus answered, today, yes, tonight, before the rooster crows twice, you yourself will disown me 3 times. But Peter insisted emphatically, even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the others said the same. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray."
All right. So the oh, here's Smeagol. Hi, Smeagol. You're on a live simulcast right now. What a little guy. Now he's the one that helped make the rainbow move. Ah, there it is. Can I make it move? Yeah. Okay, what am I gonna do? Right there?
Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet not what I will,
All right.
but what you will. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping.
You were looking through a rainbow, hitting that. That's what I noticed right
Could you
there.
not keep watch for 1 hour,
See, that's part of the deal with the mirrors.
so that you will not fall into
Yeah, these are my very fragrant gardenias that are blooming. Isn't that awesome? Okay, this is what I wasn't gonna, yeah, it was authentic. Yep, still working. Yep, still working. We can see it with the light going through more than where it's not, right? Does it matter? Smeagol, does it matter? Of course it matters. Oh, wow, I've got my compartment open up. All right. I'll be leaving in a moment, honey. Is Molly okay? Joni? I think she would have told me if there was a problem with Molly. There's the pine pellets. Does it matter? Well, I'm not breathing in the stuff that turns into concrete in my lungs. Oh man, I need to clean this garage up, right? Of course. Okay, so what are we going to do here? That's going to be my landing pad for the glass, or right there. Right there, I've got faster and I don't need to do much except just get some things landed to set it on. Is that the best? Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, that'll be funny. Joni's wondering what the heck is Robert up to now. There we go. I want minimal exhaust in my lungs. Wow. There it is, baby. There's the view of that. 1995 for the first 75 minutes. Man, I gotta hurry. Okay, where's my view? That should do. So I don't know how that happened. It'll be my little reminder of something wasn't quite the way I wanted it to be. It happened right there. Now what I can do is take a piece of super glue and put that on there, which I will. Now I got out of the garage the other day and did this, and actually looped my foot around a bag and pulled it. I had a purple toe. It hooked around that. Okay, here's my path. I'm on the move. So I'm a bit disappointed that it worked out with the problem there. However, I'm okay with it. Now that I don't want my stuff to go flying out, all I need to do is release this strap. So part of the dynamic is it worked out a little bit different. I'll just release that and it'll stay right there. I'm good to go. We're out of here. See, I thought that the mirror sat on a protected surface, and it did. I should have taken it all the way with without letting it touch. However, a drop would have been worse than a quarter breaking off. Is it a big deal? No, I'm not an OCD kind of a guy. I've got a plate glass mirror that would be probably a couple $100 new, and it may be more of a utility purpose anyway, and with all my decorations and plants and stuff, no big deal. There's the fountain and the geese. Yeah, little baby furry geese. They've got the down on them. So now I need to put a couple gallons of fuel in. Oh, $9.35. I think I might have a surcharge. We'll see. Well, I for sure need to put a couple gallons of fuel in. So I will. I think it's on the other side of the vehicle. I think, but I'm not sure. I don't know quite what to do with that. Well, what I am going to do is put a couple gallons of fuel in, and we'll see if there's a surcharge. I think I'll be real close. I don't know if I could have done it a whole lot faster. I'm not sure. So I'd like to pull in an area where I've got an alternate option for fueling. Here I do. Yeah, it's a bit recessed, so I've got the right spot. Howdy. Good, good. So I'm not giving them the super on lead. $5.37 worth, that'll work. Should be good. I didn't get my receipt. That's a bummer. When I pulled the, it said it was printing it. When I pulled the previous receipt out, I damaged the feed, or it caused it to stop working. That happens here often. Rarely will I be able to take the receipt and get to or very rarely will I be able to get a receipt from that location, this location. Wow, a tremendous amount of activity. I just want to flip that around and show you. A lot of logos, a lot of vehicles, people getting Bojangles, getting fuel, getting food. No cars coming close enough. We got one little pea popper here and I'm good to go. So that's part of the deal, is how do I get to the Home Depot the quickest now, because I'm running against the time. Hopefully Lindsay cuts me some slack. Does it matter? Okay, so what happens, what matters is that I obey the speed limit when I drive, that I drive in a manner safely. This is operating heavy equipment. I mean, it's a Ford commercial truck. I won't be tailgating, I won't be speeding. I'm doing everything just the way I'm supposed to do. I can glance over at the camera, it's not a problem. So let's flip it around now. Uh-oh. My YouTube froze. That's not, oh, there, what's this? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with my broadcast. It looks like I lost my YouTube broadcast. I've got a frozen up view. Okay, so I hit the home button. I hit the home button on my phone, and hopefully I'm back. Oh, it's frozen again. I'm gonna show what's going on with my Facebook audience. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, thank you for watching. It looks like my Facebook is shutting down. And thank you for watching. This is all, as best I can tell, important in that quiet mode. Uh-oh. I want to flip the camera around. Ooh, I got people wanting to merge, I think. Okay, so I'm going to have this broadcast end soon. Most important information is to make sure that you're actually born again. Hey, still frozen. Oh, okay. Thanks for the note on that. I don't know how to unfreeze the view. I don't know what happened with that. Thanks for letting me know. That was on the YouTube notification that I got. Okay, so the Facebook is going to shut down soon, and what I will do is merge both of these together on a I'll copy and paste the broadcast together on each other, so you can look at them if you care to, see how it looks any different between Facebook and YouTube. And what I want to do is thank you all for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing as you do, when you do. Oh, and I understand. Okay, there we go. It has stopped, so I'm gonna click share. I shared it, and now I'm gonna stop this broadcast.